I recently went to a restaurant with my family, and I do this interesting thing where I would order a steak for myself, but I end up cutting it up and having my kids eat it gladly. And I have like maybe two or three small pieces, and they eat the whole thing. And I just, while I was doing that, I was just thinking why more people can't be like that. I understand the vast majority are, but there are so many people in this world that are so cruel to children that I just don't understand how they're capable of going through with something like that. And not just kids, is what I'm trying to say. There are people who are just cruel to anyone, really. Doesn't matter how young, old, handicap, or um, whatever the other person may need. They are just cruel. And that's a very good word to describe certain people. They are really cruel. And I just, in the last few years, I'm trying to understand how anybody can be like that. I don't understand how that's possible. And throughout history, there are tons of examples of the cruelty of humanity. And I really would like to know, is there ever going to be a time that we can say that we have finally evolved to a point where we no longer need to be or treat each other with such cruelty? And to what point, really? Because most of the time, whenever that happens, is for what? To make ourselves feel better, to feel that you're above someone else, to keep a certain group down so you can make more money, or so that you can have the better stuff. So you keep people busy thinking, oh, blame them, so that the people in power or can continue doing whatever they're doing behind the curtain. I don't understand how such insignificant reasons, which the vast majority of them is usually money, can guide a whole group to be so cruel. The vast majority of humans to be cruel. I'm just hoping that one day we'll come out of it. Maybe one day we'll live in a society where we're more respectful, understanding, and caring for each other. But in order to get there, you gotta do it one person at a time. So I hope someone out there tries to join me, and maybe they'll be a little bit less cruel to someone they know. So let's hope for the best.